Welcome to English Grammar class, dear students. So I shall proceed shortly. After taking the pledge, I commit to be vigilant and bear in mind at all times the risk to myself and my colleagues from COVID-19. I promise to take all necessary precautions that prevent the spread of this deadly virus. I promise to follow and encourage others to follow the key COVID appropriate behaviors, to always wear a mask, face cover, especially when in public places, to maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet from others, to wash my hands frequently and thoroughly with soap and water. Together, we will win this fight against COVID-19. Dear students, we are reading chapter number 40, Descriptive Composition. So today we are going to start with the fifth topic of descriptive composition, which is you have been one of the volunteers who had taken part in rescue operations in a flood-affected area. Describe vividly the scene of devastation caused by the floods and narrate how you tried to help the victims of the flood. So in this descriptive composition, you have to explain the rescue operations in a flood affected area, and you are one of the volunteers who help the people. Now please open up today's written assignment. So let's begin. Flood is one of the highly devastating natural calamities. Calamities means disaster. It is a regular phenomena in India. So in India, the floods are most frequent. Every year, thousands of lives are lost in flood. Lakhs of people are rendered homeless. So many people lose their homes. I was called in as a volunteer for flood rescue operations at a village in Darbhanga district of Bihar last week. So I was a volunteer at a village. The name of the village was Darbhanga, which is in the district of Bihar. So we were flown in batches by helicopter to the village. So we went to the village in a helicopter. The aerial view was frightening as there was water everywhere. Most houses had people perched on their rooftops. So in many houses people were sitting on their rooftops. We dropped food supplies, water and basic medical kits to these people. There was no place for the helicopter to land or people to gather. Those we saw below were either on makeshift dinghies or on rooftops. So there was no land which was uncovered by water. There was water everywhere. So people were either sitting on their rooftops or they were on the makeshift means temporary. Dinghies means small boats. So they were on those temporary small boats. Uprooted trees and some dead domestic animals floated by in the swirling waters. So we saw a small group of small children clinging to the sloping roof of an old building. So there was a sloping roof of an old building and some small children were clinging onto it. The seasoned pilot asked if anyone was willing to go down and bring them up. Seasoned pilot means experienced pilot. He has got a lot of experience. So he asked if someone is willing to go down and help those children. Though it was a risky operation, I volunteered for this. I buckled myself quickly to the harness. Harness means the equipment which was used to carry person to help those people, and was lowered down gently. Fortunately, there was no wind then. I brought up 4 small children one by one, and we quickly flew them to our base camp for treatment. The tragic scene of flood had haunted my mind. I still shudder. Shudder means I'm still trembled. I'm still scared at the mere thought of those scenes. But to millions of Indians, this is a stark reality which they are destined to face routinely every year. So, government should take serious measures to sort out this problem. So that's all for today, dear students. All the very best.